name of a template that I put on C. I'm going to open up that template. Let's take a look at it. It's going to be familiar, and it's on the C drive. And you try and name it so you can figure it out from the name, but as time goes on, naming gets... So, first of all, notice that this is brk.a, which is our template symbol. Right? So, that's so it loads very fast. If I change the symbol, and also that it's set to actually trade with no intervention, it's going to buy as soon as the market opens. If I go in here, if I want to do some and see how things would work, I could change. All right. I don't even have, since this guy exits at the end of the day, I don't even need a -1 because I'm going to be fresh every day. If I want to see how, for example, so anyway, you understand the template. And so that's what's going to get, what happens is the template gets opened when you launch, the symbol is substituted, and the workspace is saved with the symbol name. So you end up with the launcher in one tab per symbol. Now, it's not alphabetized, it should be in the order that you have it in your radar. So if you alphabetize in the radar and then launch it, it'll be alphabetized. But you can always find it pretty easily here. Now, what I also do in the first workspace in the group in this desktop, I put a copy of a trade manager window with strategy positions tab set, and this tells me whether or not my strategies are actually matching my current position. If there's any discrepancy between the strategy and my actual position, you'll see this highlighted as false, and that's a exception situation that, if it occurs, means you made a mistake somewhere. If things are going smooth, you don't ever see that. But it's there just as a double check to make sure everything's okay. You can also look at your strategy orders, your actual orders, and all these other things as things happen. And now we're 8 minutes from the open. So the beauty of this system, Rick, is that I'm good to go long for both triple X bulls and bears. Now this is the Treasury bill, 3x bull. So I get the 3x leverage, but look how great it works. Like on this day, I mean, it can't get better than that. Okay, that was on this. Well, but I just was testing this to test the program, not the strategy, and it worked so well that I deployed it for real in one of my trading partner accounts. And let me just show that to you here. Now this is set, I'm connected with, this is a system I have in Cleveland. Okay, this is actually live, and this is going to be going, and we're going to watch it. And each of the last week, it's cleared on a $100,000 account, buying $5,000 worth for each whatever breaks. It takes 500 to 1,000 off the table by 11 o'clock, and this is in test mode. So I'm going to let this, for excitement, this is actually live, my money, going to be trading this exact same strategy.
So what you've got, let me just try to feedback what I heard. What you've got set up is bullish ETFs and bearish ETFs, and whatever way the market goes, you're in.
Exactly, and you can even take advantage of an early rally, get out, and then get in on the other side on the shorts, providing.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're all alive, and so you don't have any judgment about market direction. There's no stock picking judgment. All we're saying, if you're on the roller coaster, okay, you'll be taking a toll.
Yeah.
And for this kind of a market, what else is going to work? And that's why I'm showing it to you. And it was developed by me for this particular circumstance in 2008, because I had a black box that played the Nuggets list with this Nuggetron strategy. I'm gonna move this out of the way temporarily for here so we can look at this one. So this one is basically doing the same thing that one is, but in simulation mode. And we'll be able to watch as we make money here. We'll see what our P&L is down here in our status bar. So we're starting flat. When the market opens in 5 minutes, we're going to have to wait 5 minutes for OR breakout, and then we should see a lot of action, I suspect, on the downside. But we'll see. We don't have to make the call. And if it goes the other way, we'll get in cheap on the OR breakdown failure.
Yeah.
So that's another, and it's not so complicated if you're a Lexi sexy person to say, all right, we got 2 Lexis, 3 targets, an end of day exit. The only thing that's a little tricky is the smart stop. But once you understand, you set your initial stop at 2%, below the entry. You set a break even at 2% above the entry. At 4%, you move your stop to 2% above. At 6%, you move it to 4%, and then you have a trailing stop that triggers this is for a swing trade as soon as you go below the 3-day pivot low.
Understand that too. Yeah.
All right. So this is a complicated but not terribly complicated template, and we're using the same one for everybody. Now they could be tuned, and we'll see that in a second, because the next thing, once the market opens, I will want to show you I want to show you how to use optimization to answer some questions you've had from day one with me.
So let me, while we're waiting for the next 2 minutes, I understand that this system would work better in a volatile market because it moves around fast and you get in and out based on volatility. But I would assume that it would work in any market, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah. This
better in a volatile market, but it would work at any time.
We'll see. Now I haven't had a long track record of running it for like 6 months to a year live. If I did and it had a positive expectancy, I could take it to a hedge fund, and they might want to put a few $100 million in it. Now the problem, but you know what? Little guys sometimes can have an advantage over a hedge fund because we don't have to worry about moving the market with our volume. We're sneaking in, no pun intended, under the radar. And we're just taking advantage of the fact that we've got a computer too, and while we can't do the high frequency stuff, we can, by using the OR breakout and breakdown failure concept, and leveraged ETFs that are really going to move 3 times for every point, to scalp it with the profit targets right away. And you'll see how we may go $300, $400 in the hole right off the bat, but then the direction sets and all the other guys kick in, and we'll see if I can make some real money, but we'll see the paper money here in a couple minutes. While we're waiting, let me take a little bit of a chance here. Now this is one thing to point out. You had asked about whether you could be logged in, simulated, and live at the same time or on different machines. And the short answer is you can't. But if you need to trade live, you can set up a black box desktop like this one, but just have your templates with the automation turned off. Okay? You can't have the automation turned on unless you really want to do it, but you can have in your template, you can take any of these options. So you can have it confirm, or you can have it just generate the trades for the trade manager to see what would have happened, and you could get alerts off of that. So you can't. Ideally, you want a dedicated machine for a black box. Oh, this is. I have another system running